Hey everyone, Adam here from System Era. I'm a creative director at the studio, and these days I also feel a lot like Astroneer's dad. You know, I haven't worked in that game actively for years now, but I can't help but feel so incredibly proud of what the game and the team has done all these years later. You know, we launched in early access in 2016, and nearly 10 years later, we still produce incredible free content and DLC for the game, some of which you can actually look forward to later this year. But I'm not here today to talk to you about Astroneer. I'm actually talking to you about the next video game from System Era, one that we announced a few months ago, but we are finally today revealing some gameplay with you all. With this game, I didn't want to just make a sequel to Astroneer. This is not Astroneer 2. This is a game that really represents the kind of online sandbox games I want System Era to be known for, so much so that it is a whole new genre and it's a whole new title. And that game is Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions. In this game, you and every single person that plays the game are Astroneers within the Frontier Force, this elite group of crazy space explorers that crew the ESS Starseeker. The ESS Starseeker is Exodynamics' most technologically advanced vessel within its entire fleet. It is a space station purpose-built for discovering new star systems and jumping to them so that its crew can embark on missions of exploration and discovery along the way. Obviously, I'm really excited about this game. I could do this all day where I look down the camera and we have this conversation and I'm sharing stuff with you that I think is really cool about this game. But I think the best thing that we can do where I just shut up now and we show you some gameplay footage. And so today we are so proud to be showing you our gameplay reveal so that you can understand what it means to embark on an expedition as the Frontier Force. So without further ado, here's your first gameplay reveal of Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions.
Starseeker is a brand new game set in the Astroneer universe, focused on planetary exploration and chaotic fun with friends. Players are recruits aboard a cutting-edge experimental space station called the ESS Starseeker. Gather into squads of up to 4 or go solo when you deploy on expeditions, which are timed adventures that unleash eager Astroneers upon alien planets brimming with danger, opportunity, and wild good times. Step 1 of every expedition is to prepare. Here, you will shop for, craft, and trade items to plan unique loadouts. Or if you just want to mess around, cram your backpack filled with party poppers and beach balls. Totally up to you. Next comes step 2, time to deploy. The clock starts ticking the second you step out of your landing shuttle. On every expedition, you only have a limited amount of oxygen and will need to get back to the Starseeker before it runs out. Planets burst with extraterrestrial thrills like bizarro creatures, fun tasks and challenges, and of course, space loot. Dash, swim, and glide your way into trouble, grab whatever you can, and then use your arsenal of sci-fi tools to race back home before your time is up. Finally, every expedition ends with step 3, the return. After your squad gets back to the station alive, catch your breath and bask in your team's victory. The Starseeker may be on a critical life or death mission, but to the crew, it's just one big party bus in deep space, and we're all along for the joyride.
Thanks, Joe. Let's take a closer look at where all the action happens in Starseeker, on the planet. Welcome to Tephra, the first planet that players will visit as the crew of the ESS Starseeker. Tephra is a mysterious and unexplored planet in the depths of frontier space. Astroneers will need to brave tangled jungles and sprawling oceans to uncover its secrets. Planets in Starseeker are as dangerous as they are beautiful. The more expeditions you embark on, the better you'll get at navigating your surroundings. And because the world is handcrafted, you can always return to the breathtaking vistas you've encountered or show your friend the hidden cache you found tucked away in a deep cavern. As the crew works together over time, squads will be able to investigate uncharted areas of the planet when new landing zones unlock. New areas bring with them more challenges, where working together with other squads to wrangle ferocious creatures or complete time-sensitive field missions can save the day. Starseeker starts on Tephra. But that's just the first destination the crew explores in the system. As more information about the Frontier Force's secret mission is revealed, the space station will travel to other planets and systems deeper in frontier space.
Thank you, Veronica. Now, let's get on with an actual expedition. A few moments ago, after some printing and planning on the station, my squad and I landed on Tephra with an important mission given to us by the Frontier Force. The objective? To repair some equipment that's crucial for the Starseeker science team. Now, our fearless leaders leave out all the necessary details, but they do direct us to feel the Force and figure it out, so that's what we're going to do. Recruits aboard the Starseeker are equipped with state-of-the-art gear. Every Astroneer standard loadout includes the Exo tool, which is used to deform terrain. But expert explorers can augment their tool with nozzles, which are specialized attachments that interact with the world with all kinds of unique ways. There are nozzles that shoot water, that hurl terrain, even ones that allow you to launch yourself or even creatures in the world. On this mission, we realized that the local fauna has gooped up the science team's electronics, and we need to clean up the mess. We use the water nozzle and some local fruit to de-goop the hardware and put the creatures to bed. Once the station is back online, we need to establish a signal to the Starseeker, so we'll be placing a Starseeker comms relay as high up on the planet as we can. Now, time is of the essence, but that doesn't stop us from checking a few carrotlings, checking out what's going on with some of the other squads, and creating some delightful chaos every step of the way. Instead of going on and on about how great the game is, let's just enjoy a few minutes of uninterrupted gameplay from an expedition.
Hey, welcome back. Hopefully after that gameplay reveal, you're starting to get a really good sense of the core gameplay from Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions. Before we go on to the next segment though, I wanted to take a minute to just kind of speak personally, if that's okay. I think as the creative director, one of the things that I set out to do was to really pay forward the sense of, call it optimistic futurism that I got from things like Star Trek when I was a kid and how that made me feel and the way that that was formative for me as a young person. And I want that out of video games. And Starseeker is my biggest swing at trying to achieve that with its players. And so to that end, if this is the kind of game that you've been looking for, one where when you log in, you're doing it on your own, you're doing it with friends, you're doing it with the community that you've been a part of, you feel as though you are contributing to something much larger than what's going on around you, and that you can really get a sense of what impact that has on other folks around you. And so I encourage you to join our Discord, sign up for the beta, and do what you can to share feedback with us. This is not a one and done video game from System Era where we just drop it in 1.0 and then we move on to the next thing. We want to continuously develop this game with you and with your feedback, especially with people that are looking for an experience like this. It's also important to understand that even though we're actively working on Starseeker, we still develop Astroneer at System Era. And so if you're a fan of Astroneer, I encourage you to stick around to the next segment. I think you're really going to love what they're going to show you. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for spending some time with me and hearing and seeing more about Starseeker. And I truly cannot wait to tell you more about, life aboard the space station. What does it mean to be part of the Frontier Force? And get into like the nitty gritties and the behind the scenes stuff of what it takes to make a game like this. So until then, thank you so much. And I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye.
Hey everyone, I'm back and here to end the show today with some news about Astroneer Megatech, the upcoming update for our other game, Astroneer. Megatech is all about building massive megastructure projects to test your base building and automation skills. This paid DLC will be completely compatible with existing saves and will be released alongside a free update for all players. The free portion of the update will include new items, but will also give players a megastructure project that will allow them to automate interplanetary transportation. This is the Intermodal Transport module. Once built, it allows players to create complex systems to move resources throughout the solar system. Players can use existing automation tools like rails, sensors, and canisters to create unique bases and support megastructure construction and megatech content. We cannot wait to share more details in the coming weeks about the free and paid portions of the Megatech DLC and update. Come join us on Discord to hear about details first. Thanks for watching.
PlayStation